These are the biggest vehicles ever. Number 10, NASA Crawler. At number 10, meet the mother of all transporters in the world. Keep in mind that in no way has anyone tweaked or edited any of these photos. This is perhaps the biggest transporter vehicle in the world. The NASA Crawler Transporter. You may have figured out what it transports already from the name, and it's rockets. NASA, the space agency of the United States of America, developed these massive transporters back in the 1960s as the space race between Uncle Sam and the Soviets was heating up. There are two of these gargantuan vehicles. Each is 40 meters long and 35 meters wide and over 6 meters tall. These days, they are transporting shuttles between complexes. And did you know what NASA named them? Hans and Franz. Number 9, Bagger 288. Our next entrant on the list is bigger than NASA's Hans and Franz. In fact, it's almost triple their size. Meet the Bagger 288. Its construction finished back in 1978, and here are its measurements. It's 95 meters tall, 215 meters long, and weighs an astounding 41,000 tons. You can guess that this monstrous vehicle is immobile, and did you know what it's used for? Mining. Made in Germany and serving in Germany, currently it's mining up to 250,000 tons of coal a day from the Hambach strip mine. One thing is for certain, the Bagger will be around the lists of the biggest vehicles in the world in the years to come. Number 8. Caterpillar 797B. I think if I say meet the biggest caterpillar in the world, it is technically correct, at least speaking literally. A biologist would not agree though. Meet the Caterpillar 797B, exclusively designed for heavy-duty construction and deep excavating and mining activities. This mechanical dump truck can carry up to 350 tons of weight. And the size? She's 45 feet long, 32 feet wide, and taller than a fully grown giraffe at 21 feet. Incredible, isn't it? Ever since its introduction to the market back in the early 2000s, Caterpillar has made business easier and more productive for construction and mining industries. And, of course, more profitable. Number 7. Bell AZ 75710. Meet the Eastern European cousin of the Caterpillar. This big boy is sure to match in size with its American counterpart. Bell AZ 75710 can carry a back-breaking 450 tons of weight. And guess what? You don't get into it, you climb into it. This behemoth has its own stairway and a ladder to climb on board. Bell AZ stands at 27 feet tall and is almost 67 feet in length. With a width of 32 feet and a wheelbase of 26 feet, it is perhaps the largest hauling truck in the world. Just like its American cousin, Bell AZ is used for construction and mining work. And hey, want to know the price tag for this vehicle? It's $6 million. Number 6. Terrex RH400. After seeing the largest hauling trucks on the planet, you must be wondering, who on earth is loading them? Well, here's the answer to that. Meet the Terrex RH400, the biggest front shovel hydraulic excavator in the world. This staggering monster scooper can pull a terrifying 85 tons in a single scoop. And guess what? It only takes 3 to 5 scoops for Terrex to fill up a 400-ton hauling truck like Bell AZ or Caterpillar. See the size of its scoop and the size of the hauling truck? Terrex RH400 is 8.5 meters in width and 10 meters in length. And at the top of its roof, it's 10 meters tall. And the weight? It's a mind-blowing 1,075 tons. In an hour, it is estimated that this giant can excavate up to 10,000 tons of material. Just as much as the vehicle itself costs a fortune to purchase, it is sure that it saves a fortune of time and money for the mining corporations. Number 5. HERONEKT EPB Shield S300. Who says vehicles are meant to travel only on land, sea, or in the air, emphasizing the word on? But this fellow goes in. Meet HERONEKT EPB Shield S300. This fellow goes through the Earth. Yes, the largest tunnel boring machine ever built is a staggering 374 feet long with a shield diameter of 50 meters. It's used in Europe to excavate road tunnels. But there are no traffic problems for this one, as it can go through almost anything in front of it. Number 4. F60 Overburdened Conveyor Bridge. Now, I want you to imagine the Eiffel Tower. Now imagine it lying on the floor horizontally. And there you have an idea about the size of this behemoth. It is the F60 Overburdened Conveyor Bridge, officially the largest vehicle built by humankind and the longest. How long? A massive 1,647 feet. It's longer than the U.S. Navy's aircraft carrier, USS Enterprise, which is only 1,120 feet. Just like most of the vehicles here on this list, it too is used in mining and construction industries. So what does it do? They transport all the materials that are dug off from mines and mountains. Simply put, it is like two moving bridges. We know how long they are, but how much do they weigh? Each one weighs an incredible 13,600 metric tons. They are the tallest moving vehicles out there as well, standing at 262 feet tall. Number 3. Bigfoot 5. They jump, they bounce, they flip, and do all sorts of crazy stunts. Meet the monster trucks. These are the most active and agile vehicles in the list of biggest vehicles in the world, not to mention the most enjoyable to ride. These custom-made pickups are used in one of the most popular sporting events in the world, Monster Jam. And just as the name suggests, these big boys are monstrous in their size, and a large portion of that size goes into their wheels, too. An average monster truck is 12 feet tall, and almost half of it is the height of the wheels that can be up to 66 inches in diameter. And these trucks can weigh up to 4 tons. Go ahead, search Monster Jam here on YouTube, and I'm sure you won't take your eyes off. And hey, can you guess what they named the biggest monster truck? It's Bigfoot 5. Number 2. Ponzer halbitsa 2000. The next one on the list is a military vehicle that can level off almost anything. Take a look at the Panzer Haubitze 2000 or Armored Howitzer 2000. This armored monster simply carries a 155mm superpowered artillery that can fire up to a range of 60 kilometers. The rate of fire and the damage it can inflict is enormous. It was one of the most used battle vehicles during the war in Afghanistan and Iraq. It is 38 feet long, 11 feet wide, and almost 10 feet in height, making it one of the biggest vehicles in the world. And before you ask, no, it is not for sale, at least for civilians. You can only buy one if you are a national military force, and its cost is almost $10 million. And now for the number 1 biggest vehicle. But first, if you like this list, be sure to hit subscribe and give this video a thumbs up. And you have to answer just one question in the comments. Which of these contraptions would you most like to own? An armored howitzer? A giant dump truck? A Monster Jam machine? Speak up in the comments. Number 1. Antonov AN-225 Mriya. It's best to end the list with the largest aircraft in the world. It's so large it carries space shuttles to outer space too. It is the Soviet aircraft Antonov AN-225 Mriya. Mriya is 275 feet long, with a 290-foot wingspan and 60 feet in height. This makes it the largest aircraft in the world and the largest one ever to design. And that's just not all. Did you know that it can travel almost 4,000 kilometers while carrying a maximum load of 200 tons? Incredible, isn't it? And out of all the biggest vehicles, it is not only the fastest, but also the most fuel efficient. It should be, since it's the only one that's airborne.